Hi everybody, this is Tanya Pizzolato of Shimmering Tarot. Welcome to my channel. We have a love reading for you today. It's a no contact. Does your person still think and have feelings for you? So this could be, any no contact, someone you haven't even started a relationship with. But you haven't had contact with, but you're always catching each other's eye. What are they thinking about you or feeling about you? And this could be relationships that have ended, or someone who's ghosted you after a long-term relationship. Just like left you an email or something. Not, worthy of what they didn't do it rightly, by sitting down talking. So, whatever the situation, we have 3 piles here for you. And you'll know which one is your pile because a lot of it will resonate for you. Not everything. Because these are general readings meant for many, many, many people. This is not a personal reading. If you want a personal reading from me or from someone else, then you hire us for that. If you want from me, then you can contact me at my email address down in the description box. But to help you choose, you can meditate. You can pause the video and meditate on which one is calling you, or you can choose by the deck or the stone, or just something is calling you. So take your pick. So pile 1, we have the Villain's Tarot. We have all 3 decks are Disney decks. So this is the Villain's Tarot with a phosphorite stone here. And here, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas with a snowflake black tourmaline. And pile 3, we have the Hocus Pocus deck with a flower agate. This side you can really see they look like flowers. Just gorgeous. So pause it, take your time in picking your deck. And, if you find you've picked a deck that doesn't resonate with you, choose another one. This is a very timeless reading that you can use. And it doesn't matter if you'd use it recently. I have a few of these, so you can go back and look at one of those, see if that resonates more with you. So let's ring the bell. Call in your spirit guides and cleanse energy. So, Spirit, does your person still think about you? Have feelings for you? Page of Coins. Yes, they definitely still have thoughts of feelings of you. And coins also relates to pentacles. So they're having this youthful burst of energy when they think of you. We're going to pull more cards before we really get into the reading. King of Coins. Seven of Wands. So there's this very down to earth energy here. And then there's this passionate energy. Also, this passionate energy that they feel towards you is also this energy of boundaries. Having to establish their boundaries. I'm getting a feeling that this was a very serious, that this was a serious relationship. But also with some toxic elements. Maybe they were too immature at the time. Because it definitely felt like they had to put their boundaries up with you. Knight of Cups. And even though they felt like they had to put their boundaries, like establish their boundaries with you. I mean, we have to do that in all relationships. They really, they had very loving feelings with you with this Knight of Cups. That is, yes, they still feel those loving feelings. I mean, they just don't go away, you know. But we'll look and see more of why why they're not here now with you. Because this is definitely the card of love, you know, loving feelings, and this person is in love with you. Ace of Coins. I'm telling you, a lot of earth energy, you know. Money was a significant, and all the earthly things were very significant in this relationship. You know. Maybe this person also just wanted to take a break and then restart your relationship from a healthier area, from a healthier point of view. Because I'm definitely messages that there was some toxicness when you guys were together. Some toxic behaviors. Queen of Coins. We got the King and the Queen of Coins here. Well, look at that. They're looking towards each other, which is always a good sign. So the Queen is saying they felt that you were very loving and nurturing, and you did take care of business. You took care of things that you were supposed to. These were things they thought were the world of you about, you know. Then we get the world. And this is talking about, they felt like that this phase of the relationship was just over. It just couldn't keep going. There was, you know, some toxic elements here. I mean, with the hyenas, we've got this, you know, they work really well together. They work in a pack. But I just keep getting the message that there was some very toxic elements, maybe too addicted to each other, addicted to love. Finding themselves clinging to you too much. 10 of Coins. There's just so much earth energy. So number one, this relationship pile number one is a very earthly relationship. Finances need to be in control. Possessions, health needs to be taken care of. These are things that are very, very important to this person. You know, you have to take care of each other's health. Never neglect that, you know, not just because you want to look good, but you want to be healthy so you live a long life. And you want to, you know, save money. Saving money is very important to this kind of person in this, with so much earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and a lot of those energies here. You've got to save money and provide for the future, for retirement. And even if you're left a lot of money, you have to save it for all those things. Or even for the times when, you know, sometimes the economy goes really bad and you lose a job for a year or two. You have to have that safety net. These are things that are incredibly important to this person. And without them, they don't feel safe. They feel like the world is just coming apart. So I'm telling you this so you can, this will help you understand what was going on in your person's head. The Tower. And there was some chaos, ups and downs. And this is, I'm sure what, you know, it's like, okay, they can't handle change anyways. They don't like, you know, most people don't like change. But they had to let things go. There was just, this felt too chaotic for them. Finances needed to be better in control. Everything, just all the earthly things needed to be better managed. Oh, we have the Eight of Swords. And this is telling us a lot right here. This Eight of Swords is telling us that your person was feeling and thinking way too much in their head and feeling trapped. They were feeling trapped in this relationship. They really had to let it go. I mean, they felt young and they felt mature at the same time. They felt like they were having to deal with so much that they weren't ready for. Look at the robe on the tiger lion. It looks like a little kid wearing their father's robe. You know, it's the kingly robe. But they were not ready for this. They were definitely not ready for this. And so here your person is trapped in their mind. Which is the worst? They are reliving these things all the time in their mind. They're not physically trapped, but mentally, this is just going on all the time, causing them stress day and night. They felt love for you. They felt incredible amounts of love for you. Let's see, it's the bottom. Five of Swords. So there were lots of arguments in this relationship. And the Five of Cups. Then the grieving of the relationship and the Hermit. And the no contact was they had to go off and be by themselves. They had to untrap themselves from their mind. I don't know why my voice is all scratchy all of a sudden. Have a sip of water. So your person really had to go off in a hermit. It wasn't that they didn't love you. They had to be by themselves. The arguments they felt very serious to them. They were things that were said that they could not get over. And they spent time grieving over this relationship. And the no contact is, they have to get out of their own head here. First they have to think, clear things up in their own mind, get themselves free from this prison that they created in their own mind. Here this guy looks very devious. So maybe they're feeling devious in the beginning, but this is really about spending time with yourself and getting out of your own way, finding out what's really important. So I want to take a look at what was the boundaries. What was going on with these boundaries? That's just sticking out to me. There's some more too. Six of Coins. This is something, and the Nine of Coins. There was not the giving and receiving that there needs to be in a relationship. Not just about money, but, nurturing each other, nurturing each other's wellness, nurturing the health of the relationship, nurturing of just everything about each other. There was none of that going on, and that needs to be going on. And that they felt they're better off on their own. They were, they were content on their own, but being here with you in this relationship, sometimes they actually felt lonelier in the relationship than when they were single. Because there was not the giving and receiving that there needs to be in a relationship. And it's just not about finances. It's about the nurturing of the relationship, the nurturing of each other's growth as human beings, being there for each other. That was really lacking here in this relationship. We need to take a look at the Tower here. Spirit, what is this Tower trying to tell us? Page of Swords. Your person was definitely getting some negative messages from you that you weren't even saying, but there was just your behaviors. That were very toxic to your person. They felt they were very toxic and very telling. And you didn't even realize it. I believe this is the Cheshire Cat or the cat from Cinderella. I'm not sure. But this cat has got this, very mischievous grin on the face. And it's like, I think more about me than you. Because I really feel your person really loved you. I mean, energy could be totally reversed, and I'm reading it this way. It's very common for tarot readers to do that. So take it with a grain of salt. And then they've got the Six of Cups. And feeling that there was some remembrance. This was reminding them of some other relationship that they had. And it really wasn't feeling good to them. It led to them being imprisoned in their own mind. That also I want to take a look at. The Eight of Swords. King of Cups. So your person, we have Captain Hook. This is funny. The Captain Hook is the King of Cups. Because the King of Cups is this person that's so mellow and nurturing and there for you. This is the person you can go to and talk to. They will just listen. They don't share your secrets or anything. They just will listen. And if you want advice, they will give you advice. And I'm feeling that your person, the message I'm getting is that your person felt that there was not that with you. You guys did not have that between each other, and you needed that. That was severely lacking in your relationship. The giving and taking and the being there to listen to each other. 6, true love. Well, with this card, normally could be very much twin flames, soulmates. This could very much have been a soulmate relationship or twin flame, but you guys were not ready for this relationship. This is definitely what the energy is telling me. And maybe somebody else was trying to intrude on it. Oh, there's another one. So some third party could have been trying to intrude on this relationship. And we've got the Chariot. And they felt like you were trying to make this relationship work in just such an unhealthy manner. This energy is Cancer, the zodiac sign represented by this. And Gemini by the true love that's what they call true love. It's the Lovers card. So Gemini and Cancer. A lot of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. And of course, some Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius energy. And Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. Here. Oh, and Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So we had all the signs represented here, but incredible amounts of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. A lot of earth energy ruled this relationship. So let's take a look at some of the love situations that were going on in this relationship. I want to start with this. Children. There could have been a close call with a pregnancy and you weren't ready for it, or one of you wanted children. Remember, this is for many people. So that was definitely a problem here. Admirer. And I felt a presence of a third party trying to break in. Grief, yes. Come on, back over here. Spiritual. The spiritual wasn't nurtured here either. Legacy. And we did have the 9 of Pentacles here. Not only, or the 10 of Pentacles, which is the legacy too. And that was feeling rocky for your person. Now let's go back to this. Protection. Don't want to hurt you. Protecting, connecting. Protective over you. I also think you needed some protection for against children too, because that was an issue. Might have had a scare with that. Or maybe there was a child. There is a child. They didn't want to bring in a child right now. Something is brewing, breaking point, losing emotional strength on the verge. Yes, your person was definitely at their breaking point in this relationship, losing their emotional strength here. This was very stressful for your person. I'm sure this was stressful for you too. Phone call, expression of interest, wanting to talk, communication is key. So, they really did want to talk to you. But there was a lot of arguments, and a lot of times the arguments turned unhealthy, Things were said that you could not take back, that would just stay with you. This is also what I'm talking about, the toxic elements in this relationship. These are toxic things when you fight like that. You have to learn to communicate better, especially when you have an argument, Fights do not need to be yelling and shouting. They're just when you're having a clash of opinions. That's a healthy fight, Runner, avoiding the connection, running from themselves, ignoring you. Absolutely. This happened with your person. They had come to their breaking point. They could not deal anymore. There couldn't be any more arguments. They couldn't take any more. Your person had all they could handle. And they had to run from the relationship, and they had to run from themselves. Just time to just decompress. There's all these feelings with your person. And before you can even bother to think, you just have to sit there like a lump for a while first, because you're just full of all these emotions and negative energies. You can't even begin to think, but it starts to happen as you decompress. Cut through. Emotional, mental clarity. Secrets come to light. Breakthrough. So, in this time of being no contact, they have been getting emotional and mental clarity. And maybe some secrets have come to light and they've had breakthroughs about this relationship, which is wonderful. They needed this. So, yes, your person still thinks and has feelings for you. Because that person, that Knight of Cups is saying, they definitely love you. They do. Even despite all the toxic elements they were feeling and experiencing and the things they weren't ready for. So yes, they think about you. They feel about you still. And these are the things that they still, are thinking about. What happened. What they could have done different. So, I hope this helped you, pile number 1. Let's move on to pile number 2. But definitely, you guys had the true love, King of Cups. So your person was also very intuitive, but this intuitive, thing that's supposed to happen between two people was not happening. Very unhealthy arguments happened, things that were said that cannot be unsaid. Grieving. Your person seriously grieved over this relationship and really had to spend time with themselves. I don't think your person could have handled the relationship. They were not ready to handle the relationship any differently. And they were just done. This was too much for them. So here's pile number 2. So let's ring the bell, clear their energy, and call on your spirit guides. The black tourmaline with the snowflakes. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas that we're going to read with for pile 2. So spirit, does your person still think and feel about you? What do they think and feel about you? Eight of Potions, 8 of Cups. So this is speaking of they still think about the walking away. Why they walked away. Seven of Candles. So this is there was a lot of passion, but also the establishing of boundaries was very important to establish here. Maybe they were being crossed and they didn't know how to tell you, hey, stop. These are my boundaries. I can't have these crossed. And if you do, then I just have to walk away. Ten of Needles, they felt betrayed. They definitely felt betrayed in this relationship. So this is something that's definitely weighing on their mind. So this is the 10 of Needles, 10 of Swords. Definite betrayal. They felt definite betrayal. Not only their boundaries being crossed, they were being betrayed. It felt like literally being stabbed in the back. But definitely more in the head. Always there. The Hermit. This whole situation is telling them they had to spend some time by themselves. Think these things through. This is serious things that were going on in your relationship. I don't know what the betrayal was. We could look at that in a moment. Get more energy on that. Eight of Needles. So they were feeling very trapped in this relationship. We're going to need to look at that too. And that was not only weighing in their head. We had all these last three cards spending so much time in their head, which is really unhealthy. But that's what was going on in this relationship. And it's still playing out in their head. What they should have done differently, what they could have done differently. These are things they still think about. Six of Needles. So this is the Six of Swords. They had to leave. No ifs, ands, or buts. This was a very seriously toxic relationship for them. They needed to leave these choppy waters, the betrayal. Maybe they were doing the betrayal. Energy can get mixed up, in these readings. But betrayal was definitely there. Definitely serious betrayal here. And seriously feeling imprisoned in their own mind. And having to be alone. And definitely needed to leave the situation behind. They needed to go somewhere safe for them. King of Candles. Right under the other candles. So the candles are the wands. So this is all about chemistry. There was a lot of chemistry between you two. Which would also help heat, the arguments between you two. Or make the betrayal so much worse, feel so much worse. A lot of serious energy here. Six of Potions, so Six of Cups. So, this is the card that this is, this is going to be a memory they carry with them for a very long time. Probably forever, this relationship. And there's a lot of this is unhappy memories. Probably the chemistry was great. That part was a happy memory. Justice. They felt very unfairly treated in this relationship. Yeah, we have the Six of Needles and the Eight of Cups right together, which is speaking of walking away, having to leave this toxic situation. This was very serious. Candles, Four of Candles. They have me at one time thought this was a serious relationship that they would experience, going through all the levels with you. So this was a serious hurt. Let's see what's at the bottom. Seven of Needles. So Seven of Swords, which also speaks of feeling like you were after something. Besides them, they're feeling used. They felt like they were being used and abused. They felt like they were being used and abused, that you were there just for what they can provide for you. And we have the Strength in reverse here too on the bottom, which is they lost contact with their inner strength in this relationship, which is seriously sad. No one should be in a relationship where they feel this way. Maybe you didn't feel this way, but this is how your person felt about you and still feels about you. So this one had a lot to look at. Take one for why they had to walk away. The Empress, there was not, and this isn't in the reverse, but I'm still feeling that this was not a nurturing relationship. There was no nurturing going on from either side. This is the view from your person's perspective. So the Seven of Wands, we've got the Two of Cups. They definitely thought they met you and like, oh, this is the one. This is their first thoughts about you. And they were so attracted to you. We need another card for this. Page of Candles. And oh, it felt so good. It was very immature. Emotions and chemistry that was happening between you. They were so, just attracted to you. They had never felt such attraction. And this person could be an older person too, but felt this incredible youth about this connection towards you, and this attraction. Felt like they just couldn't control themselves. So now we're going to look at the Ten of Swords, the betrayal. The Star. So I had turned this around. This had come out reverse. So they lost all serenity in this, whatever this betrayal is. their peace of mind was taken with this. Eight of Presents. Their peace of mind was taken from them, so they just focused on work. They felt like that's the only place they had control over. This just pushed them not even to work on the relationship. The betrayal was so severe for them that it pushed them away from the relationship. I mean, it's normal. That's a normal reaction. And to focus on work instead of dealing with the feelings. So I want to take a look at the Six of Needles, Six of Swords. Six of Presents. This was definitely not there in the relationship. There was no giving and receiving of each other to each other. You guys, every relationship there needs to be giving and receiving, being there for each other. There was not that here for, this person felt that more they were giving of themselves. Like here, they definitely felt like they were giving, but they were not getting back in return at all. My husband is home and he's downstairs working out, so that's why you got the TV. Got Princess in the laundry room so she wouldn't be out here barking and starting stuff. And she's still crying. We've got the Chariot here for the Six of Swords. This is really, for them, they had to walk away. There was nothing left for them to do to save themselves and walk away. This relationship was not healthy for them. This definitely was not healthy for them. All that was left to do was walk away. Four of Presents. So, justice was, this really wasn't a relationship based on fairness and truth. This was very much, they felt you hoarding all the good things away from them. They got the crumbs. This is what your person feels, that they received crumbs from you. This is what goes through their mind, that they received the crumbs. And there's really not a lot of feelings left towards this relationship. More right now, it's at a stage of more thinking about what happened. So we have two presents. And they felt like they were just constantly juggling, to keep you in the relationship with them. Feeling like they had to juggle, they weren't worthy to be here with you. So the Two of Candles, Two of Wands, we have the Four of Needles. They just they had all these plans for this relationship, but they just weren't working. None of them were panning out, and they just had to rest and recoup. So there's not a lot of feelings right now in this relationship. I don't know if this was recently or it's still too recent for them to be even feeling the feelings. Right now it's the thoughts and going through the red flags of what they should have noticed and not feeling that they were deserving. Feel like they felt like they had to buy you things to have your love. This is what they thought. Finance. Finances were in jeopardy in this. Family. Probably even their family saw this and noticed and said things. And they denied this. They said, you're wrong with this falsity. They really wanted this relationship to work. Grief, pain over this when they realized there was nothing they could do to make this relationship work. Absolutely nothing. Look at the pain. Carnival. So life's just a carousel. You go up and down, round and round. So they're back out there, They're really not ready to date, but, these are the thoughts, going on in your person's head. Let's look at some love situations. Self-delusion, not seeing reality clearly, lying to yourself, false notions about things. Yes, I can feel this about your person. They were lying to themselves about this relationship. For a long time, they really wanted this relationship. Gypsy, knowing the unknowable, unconventional lifestyle, exotic, mysterious. This is how they felt about you. They were exotic and mysterious. And they did feel something unconventional about this relationship. Spirit, tell us more about this relationship. Withdrawal, separation, test of love, relationship breakdown. So, definitely separation and no contact now. Wish come true, wish fulfillment, all that you ever wanted, dream girl or boy. They really did feel that way about you. You were, when they first met you, that's what they thought. You were their wish come true. They were captivated by your exoticism, by the chemistry between you two. They had all these plans for you guys. Maybe you weren't ready for the seriousness of this relationship at that time. That's very possible. Money is tight, money problems, not enough money, careful about expenditure. Finances seem to have been a very big thing in this relationship. Worry of finances. felt that they had to buy you things to have you there.
And the thing about a sphere is, if you kind of zoom into a sphere sufficiently, it kind of gets boring. It just gets flat. It looks flat.
They definitely, they really thought this was a relationship that was going to go places. I mean, just when they first even met you, that's how they felt about you. So now, you know, all the feelings are in the past at the moment. They are definitely some, you know, some of the feelings are good, you know, like the memories of the chemistry between you guys. But, you know, there was betrayal here. And they felt like someone was trying to, that there was a third party trying to break in on this relationship too. Which did not help at all in this relationship. I hope that helped with pile number 2. So this is pile 3. Let's clear the energy and call on your spirit guides. So here we have the flower agate and the Hocus Pocus tarot. So let's see, what does your person still think about you and have feelings for you? Your no contact relationship, do they still think about you and have feelings for you? Transformation, we got the Death card. So there was some serious transformation. Oh, 2 cards, okay. So some things, you know, had transferred in your person, transformed, you know. Some things had ended that needed probably ending so that they could have this happiness. Here's this, you know, with this patience and peacefulness, with moderation and balance. So, you know, they had to transform some things about themselves. Some things had to change. I don't know. We'll pull more cards, but I'm getting a feeling of something, you know, they had some bad habits. They had to transform so that they could be in a relationship. You know, because everybody really wants to be in a healthy relationship. But a lot of times we realize that we can't have a healthy relationship because we're having issues that need to be dealt with. 4 of Potions. So 4 of Cups. You know, so this is a normal feeling, some apathy. You know, your person has transformed and working on this balance and moderation and patience. A hard thing when you're working on your issues. So here they're just this feeling of apathy, just being. So, Spirit, what is your person still thinking and feeling about you? Knight of Potions. So your person definitely still has feelings of you and still feelings of love. So, there were some bad habits, maybe that were brought in right away that needed to be dealing with. But they were working the best they can on them. And when you have these bad habits or addictions, whatever the situation is, they don't end right away. The natural progression is you take a few steps forward, you take a step or two back, or three, and then you go forward more. But you do see over the long haul that they are getting better and healthy. You can't expect them to be completely healthy at any time, And nobody is. We all take steps back. We shoot ourselves in the foot. But this is a person who is definitely working on themselves. And maybe you just didn't realize how hard they were working, and you had unrealistic expectations. 5 of Pumpkins. And this made them feel very isolated and alone in this relationship. Oh, that is sad. They did not feel like they were getting the whole pie. I mean, they had a lot of feelings for you. Knight of Lightning. So this is the Knight of Swords. Oh, there's 2. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Pumpkins. So we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is very hasty, okay? So here was some elements in the relationship that were very confusing. There was some serious hastiness, okay? And then there would be some serious slowness. There were absolute opposites. I'm feeling like you guys were absolute opposites. They felt you were very, very fast, very, rush in and do things. And them, very much Taurus energy with this, don't push them. They take their time. They look at all roads before they choose. And they always choose best what's for them and for the family. And for you, they look at every single road and don't even think about rushing them because that will slow them down more. And here you are, rush into things. So complete opposites here. And don't think just because knight it means male. This energy, knight, king, queen, page, has nothing to do with gender. Knight is more grown up than a page, less grown up than a queen, and less nurturing than a queen. And a king is the most mature energy and authoritative. 7 of Lightning, so 7 of Wands. Establishing boundaries. This was very hard for a person to establish boundaries with you. They're not used to establishing boundaries, But it was very important. And they felt very nurturing towards you. And they saw you as incredibly sensual. Yes. I'm seeing this coquette look in her eyes and feeling that they felt You were very sensual. They found you very incredibly attractive.
These three variables, x, y, and z. And the equations actually describe how the state moves.
And this is still how they think about you and feel about you. This image in their head, you know?
Of the Lorentz model starts to evolve. So you can run the equation on a computer. They're not too difficult really to sort of.
The emperor. Oh, wow.
But you can do it on a computer.
So we have the emperor and the empress. Okay, look at this.
Generated animation. Well, just
Even though you guys are complete opposites,
an initial point and then
deal with your issues. You could be a very great couple together, okay?
okay.
The emperor and the empress, you guys are looking at in each other's direction.
However, what would happen to
You're facing each other,
the point with the evolution? Would it fill the whole of this Lorentz state space,
you know?
or would it stay in a subset or something?
They're definitely in their,
Back in the early 60s.
now they're getting more into their own authority of their being, which is great, which they needed, you know? They did not have their boundaries set up, and they've got them now. And they will establish them with people, you know, say, hey, this is not okay. They won't put up with that anymore. So let's take a look. It's at the bottom. The Chariot, Cancer energy. So this is talking about there is the willingness to put the work in, you know, to see success. The Master. Yes, there's always going to be the demons there.
You realize this wasn't a solid, like a solid object, a solid three-dimensional object. But he also convinced
There's always going to be the demons there.
either. And this is where he discovered
But they are constantly working on them, you know, with this transformation. And the star card, which is Aquarius. This is Capricorn. This is Scorpion.
paper, which is kind of the pivotal moment.
This is Cancer.
Things actually.
But definitely,
Surface is really a pair of surfaces that
you know, everybody's always working on their issues. And your person is up for that, you know. They're truly up for that.
complex of surfaces, each extremely close to one another.
And there is the Tower. So this is talking about the ups and downs of life, the changes. You know, you can let it make you guys fall apart, or you can learn to accept the changes in life and deal with them as they come, you know, instead of squeezing and white knuckling things and trying to fight change. You know, there's that serenity prayer. Can't say it correctly, but the basic thing is knowing the difference of what you can change and what you can't, and accepting that of what you can't change. But with the things you can, you do put that change in. But this will, you know, maybe you need to practice that serenity prayer, you both of you, to help you with this relationship.
So you've got two lots of folding, stretch it out again, fold it over.
So what do I need to take a look at?
16,
The Knight of Potions. The Knight of Cups. That's definitely all about. They feel love for you, okay? They have serious love feelings for you.
sometimes called a Lorentz section.
Very lovey-dovey feelings towards you.
Is that you have a structure which was discovered by a mathematician
So let's just get a
in
little clarity on these differences about you two, because you guys are absolute opposites, but sometimes that absolutely works.
people thought he was completely
The Moon. So more about cycles, you know. This person is ruled by their cycles. doesn't mean just periods, but their cycles of their biorhythms, of their natural energy, 9 of Candles. And this Knight of Pumpkins is a person who works very hard. And sometimes a little hard, feels a little beaten up, but always make sure they have enough energy to see things through. So definitely very opposites of each other, But that's okay. This one, pile number 3, I see you guys could work things through and have a very healing relationship when you both have dealt with your issues and learn to accept each other as you are. Realize you can't expect anybody to be perfect all the time. You see your person working and improving things. Never expect them to be always perfect, because it just doesn't work that way. So here we have Death upright. Here we have Death reversed. So I think this Death in reverse is you expecting them to have their issues all dealt with and just to be done with it, that you don't need to work more. It should be just done. Spiritual. And definitely here with the Temperance card, there is a definite element of spiritual, the moderation and the balance. That is a very spiritual thing. When we have issues, they definitely attack our spirituality too. Make us not feel like we're okay as we are. And they are happy they had this relationship with you. Maybe you guys had this part for a while. Maybe there will be some healing. There's energy here that this could be, there could be another chance for this relationship. Family. They felt like you were part of their family. A lot of loving energy here. Self-love. All right. Your person needed that, That's the thing with issues, addictions, bad habits. Need to work on that self-love a lot. So let's take a look at these love situations. One card just flew out. Hypnotized. Captured by love, hard to resist, seduced. Undivided attention. Yes, you captured their heart. Absolutely. You may be in a no contact situation at the moment, okay? They felt there was too much expected of them at once. You expected, okay, you deal with your things once and that's it. You're done. You're fixed. But guess what? You're not completely fixed either in every area of life. Nobody is. Not one single person in life is perfect. I don't care what they think. Nobody is. We all have issues. And you will see your partner working on things, and they will go forward more steps than they go back. Stringing along, being strung along, giving false hope, selfish intentions. They really felt like that you were selfish with how you viewed their progression, you know? They felt you were selfish in wanting too much of them, expecting too much. Opposites, yes. We have the opposites here. Differences, creating barrier, love and strife. Love versus ego, two opposing forces. You know what? Opposites attract. Sometimes being that opposite is your perfect twin flame. So yes, pile number 3, there is lots of thinking about you, lots of love still here. Toxic, not good for you, low vibrational, toxic relationship. This is not overall a toxic relationship, okay? There needs to be more compassion towards your person when working on issues. That's really what I'm feeling, the biggest negativity. Otherwise, there's really loving feelings here. Jealousy, want you to themselves, attachment, fear of losing you. You know, there is a little bit normal jealousy, you know, not wanting to lose your person. That's a normal bit, you know. So, you know, in all relationships, there needs to be transparency. A lot of people don't want to give that, you know. They like to have their secrets. But if you want a healthy relationship, needs to have transparency. To know that you can trust each other. Especially if you want a marriage. A long-term relationship, there needs to be transparency. So that they know they don't need to be jealous. They need to know who you are. But overall, pile number 3 there is so much love here still. A lot of love and energy, a lot of hope. And the perfect couple. Look, you guys have the Empress and the Emperor. And we have also the Knight of Lightning and the Knight of Pumpkins. Total opposites. The fastest moving energy, the slowest moving energy. So, you know, this could be a sense of a thing that attracts you to each other and also annoys you at the same time about each other. Heck, but there's always going to be things that annoy you in a relationship. That is just part of a relationship. And life would be so boring if everybody was just like us, especially in a relationship. A lot of chemistry in this relationship. I mean, you guys your person is dealing with their issues. You know, that does not control them anymore. Oh, I didn't see this. The star is there too. So the star is saying there is really, this whole relationship does have a lot of potential for serenity. There's so much hope here still. Really. Don't give up. Your person works on their issues. You need to not be focused so much on their issues. Because they're really not a big deal anymore. So I hope this helped you, pile number 3. Yes, your person still thinks about you. Yes, they have feelings for you. They want to still be with you. But this is a time of, this no contact is a period of you guys getting to know that this is what is important about each other. Dealing with your own issues and learning when you have crossed each other's boundaries, you know, and, you know, expected too much from someone to, like, be done, you know. They have an issue, maybe they have an addiction, and you worked on it for a month, or you went through rehab. That should be it. You don't need to go to meetings or therapist or church. That should be, you're fixed. No, it doesn't work that way. This is a lifelong thing. And guess what? You have lifelong issues too that you're going to be working on. Nobody is perfect ever. Just the way life is. We're always working at doing our best. That's what you need to be looking at. You need to look at overall, your person is working and growing and always way outgrowing the person they used to be. Doing so well. That's what you need to focus on. So I hope this helps you, pile number 3. I hope this helped all of you. So take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Be good to each other. Love each other. Spend time with each other. And I'm sending you guys lots of love and kisses and many blessings to all of you. Take care of yourselves. And bye. I'll see you guys in another reading. Oh, yeah, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so they tell you when I put out another video. Okay, take care. Bye.